lesson is called Day Late, Dollar Short. So this is what it is. You sending me yet another useless gift with expectations that I warrant you, appreciation you think you deserve, and is in search of the strength that you sent it. You don't get it. And I've given up on the thistle-sized possibility of you gathering the breadcrumb trail of hints I've left behind that I simply want you to leave me the fuck alone. I'm done. I don't want your nosy ass phone calls claiming I just want to hear your voice when I don't care to hear yours. It is the birth of my trauma. And I don't want to live that life anymore. So please don't. Just spare us both the embarrassed awkwardness that exists when we are in each other's presence. I'm refusing to put on that mask again. It's time for me to be authentic. Authentically me, that is. But before I get into this precipice causing me to pen this, let me send the respect, the tiny bit I think it is due. Thank you for being the earthly womb that carried me 9.5 months and not aborting me in the subsequent birthing of me. I know it was your regret as the many times you have stated that birthing pain you went through transported me from the energy realm into the shell you and he crafted for me to dwell while I am here in this realm. Thank you for screaming, yelling, belittling, comparing, criticizing me every time you were frustrated about any and everything. I know at the end of your tirade, a gift was given. That became your pattern and scene, guilt gifting. Thank you for beating, bruising, marking, piercing, scarring me emotionally, physically, mentally, verbally, spiritually, sexually, every time you were angry about any and everything. For whatever reason, my light pierced your darkness. For whatever reason, my light pierced your darkness from my birth, causing me to be the mirror you couldn't escape from every turn, revealing the blemishes you tried to hide, putting makeup on every lie, dressing up your facade so no one will ever know. I know. It gave you great pleasure taking it out on me, though. Thank you for neglecting me, leaving me dirty and hungry and rich in roach-filled, unclean homes, along with your other children, and blaming me for every ill thing your other kids did. Thank you for allowing me and your other kids to be beaten and molested by those men you were dating and marrying that you brought home in spite of your kids' many proclamations that these things were being done. You turned a blind eye until they came at us with their guns. Thank you for allowing me to be raped and molested consistently and then defending my rapist publicly for taking that broom handle and raping me yourself nearly 10 years later after your daughter proclaimed she was sexually active at 11. Thank you for beating me when I told you I was pregnant with my first kid, for your temper tantrum shouting at my kids that they are not your grandkids, for cussing me out for choosing to leave my marriage. Makes sense now. Thank you for getting apartments, cars, your bills in my name and numbers, ruining my personal credit before I was ever allowed to use it, all completely without my consent, utilized while I was living with my dad. It took me 25 years to repair that shit. Thank you for creating the darkness, shadows, demons for me to dance with, contend with, creating the rough edges of me, showing me what not to be. Being the bad example so I can be better to everyone who crosses my path than you were to me. Maybe, just maybe, that was what your role in my life was supposed to be. Because without my trauma, I would not be me. Here we go again. Another Mother's Day is a week away and I get yet another useless thing from you that I am never going to use, which 9.99 times out of 10 has some type of hidden agenda and stipulation attached to it. And you expect me to call you and say thank you because you sent it? You don't get it. When I don't respond to your texts or answer your calls, you send me these mean messages about forgiveness, searching for some way to garner a type of friendship because your daughter is in prison and your son doesn't answer you either. No, ma'am. For that sort of thing, you are a day late, a dollar short. You don't get to do everything you've done to me and get a positive rapport. You don't get to allow others to do what they've done to me and expect yourself to be friends with me. I am not one of your little friends. You can't even be a friend of me. It is only on the strength that I came out of your womb and vagina that I sometimes answer the phone when you call for me. Forgiveness is there because I understand what your mindset was when you did and allowed those things to be done to me. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or allowing you space in my life for you to further hurt me. I've gotten off that train. Your abuse and you are not allowed to continue this journey of mine with me. The time you had to build that rapport, relationship, adulthood, friendship was when you were busy abusing and neglecting me and allowing me to be abused and saying nothing. You're 17,155 days late and $17,155 short for that. So please leave me and mine alone. You can have somebody call me when it's time to spread your ashes across the Caribbean Sea.
Let's go!